Hey everybody, I'm Zack Woods and welcome to Uprooted. And on this episode, we're gonna take the salad bowl and fill it. This is a classic spring salad, not overly complicated, and a great demonstration. You know, some of the other dishes we've made have taken an hour and a half. The kuku sabzi was about a 30-minute cook. This is gonna take 10 minutes start to finish, and we're gonna finish the whole thing probably in one cut, which is pretty cool. We're gonna take some of our beautiful kale. We're gonna mix that beautiful kale with some pre-toasted pistachios, walnuts, and apricots that have been sliced. We've also sliced up some gala apples. That's 2 gala apples. It's roughly a half cup of that combined nut and fruit mixture. We're gonna chunk up some parsley, scoop out a little bit of this avocado, and then we're gonna make a super nice, simple lemon vinaigrette with a beautiful acid league balsamic that you don't want to miss. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do, this is kind of this might be an old wives' tale. This might actually work. I don't know, but they say to massage your kale. So you kind of rub the kale. You just sort of use your hands. And obviously anyone that's eaten kale before knows that kale can be really, really tough, especially when, you know, eaten in major volumes. And just doing that little 20-second massage on the kale can help break up a little bit of the tension that's inside of those leaves. So drop our kale in there. This is gonna be absolutely beautiful. We're gonna make our pretty Goodwill Fine salad bowl proud. Next, we've got our parsley. This is curly parsley. If you recall from our kuku sabzi episode, we talked a lot about, you know, sort of to herb stem or not to herb stem. On a salad, I'm already eating leafy greens. I'm already eating green stuff. Put some more herbs in there, you know, that's my attitude about it. Obviously people differ on that, but for me, if I'm just eating a bunch of crunchy stuff, I'm like, throw the crunchy stems in there. It's all good. I don't care. We're going to take, we may not even use all of those gala apples. Actually, yeah, we will. We don't want to overpack our dish, right? We'll toss these off to the side. We won't be wasting that. We're going to compost that. We'll take our nut mixture. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We'll bring this up to the money table now. We're gonna sprinkle our pomegranate seeds on there, and we are really taking shape. Now, tell me that doesn't look gorgeous, right? That's it. The Germans have a fantastic saying that I haven't forgotten since living there for a little over a year and a half, some years ago, and it's Das Augen isst mit, which means the eye eats with. So if it looks delicious, a lot of times you'll be inclined to think it's delicious, and your perception obviously has an impact on what you actually taste. We're gonna put our avocado on in an individual portion when finished. And now we're gonna move to our dressing, or I should say our little vinaigrette. So we got the grazie oil. We're gonna go down with, what do we call it? We'll call that half a cup of grazie olive oil. We're gonna do a nice thick pinch or 2. We'll call that 2 thick pinches of salt. We're gonna do 10 turns of black pepper. We're gonna take the tarragon, again, that we featured in our kuku sabzi dish. These herbs, I mean, you know, we already got the parsley going on, but this dill weed and the tarragon layered into our dressing, they're just gonna elevate our flavors, y'all. Like, again, you can see how intent I am on measuring everything. You don't have to go overboard with all your measurements. You could just kind of look and feel. I'd say when making a homemade vinaigrette, again, this acid league insano in the Braino. You want to have roughly 1 part or 2 parts olive oil to 1 part acid, and then the rest is up to you. So I'm going to go in with 2 parts olive oil, 1 part acid. I'm now going to do a little bit more acid with our lemon. And then the truth is going to come out in the mix. So when we start to whisk this together, if you see a nice emulsion forming, which is when a fat, or I should say water suspends in fat, then you'll know we got it right. And if it's too thick, we can cut it with acid, right? Because too thick equals too much oil. If it's too thin, we can always add more fat. But I'm gonna say that that's looking pretty darn delicious. A really nice test for this is you just take a spoon, you dip it in, you let it run off, and then when you wipe your finger across it, if the dressing doesn't run down, then your dressing is kind of the right thickness. So you can see we just got a little bitty run right there at the end, but overall, I think that's money. Looks good to me. And you can, again, ask my wife about this. I am an acid freak. I like a little bit more acid forward food. So I'm gonna let this play. I think this looks totally fantastic. Okay, so our dressing is made. Now it is plate time. We're going to take our beautiful salad. We're gonna grab a nice handful so that the toppings that we put on are sitting right there at the top. We're gonna get our avocado that we've already pre-cubed, just going vertically and then horizontally to give us these nice little shapes so that they incorporate a little better into your dish. And then we're going to spoon over our delicious Acid League balsamic vinaigrette, which is supremely simple and delicious. Okay, put that in our little drop zone. Folks, the perfect spring salad with tarragon and parsley and lemon vinaigrette. Super excited. I just kind of want to take this down straight to the face. Really appreciate you all tuning in. Remember, if you love this episode, share it with a friend. Uprooted is here to stay. Like, subscribe, comment. We love to engage with you all, and check the description below for places to follow us on other social media. Appreciate you guys checking in, and until next time, stay delicious.